Representative Paulina Luna, Republican Florida, is resigning from the House Freedom Caucus, she announced in a letter to fellow conservatives on Monday. It's the latest escalation in her fight against House GOP leaders and a small group of members on the right flank of their conference over the issue of proxy voting. Luna has teamed up with Democrats and several other Republicans on a mechanism aimed at forcing consideration of legislation that allows new parents in the House to vote remotely for 12 weeks around their baby's birth. I have consistently supported each of you, even in moments of disagreement, honoring the mutual respect that has guided our caucus, Luna wrote. That respect, however, was shattered last week. The focus of her anger is a brief incident from earlier this month when a group of House conservatives held up a chamber-wide vote on unrelated legislation to press GOP leaders to kill Luna's measure, known as a discharge petition. A discharge petition allows lawmakers to force a bill onto the House floor, despite objections from leadership, provided the mechanism gets signatures from a majority of the chamber. Acting within the House conference rules we all agreed to, I sought to bring a vote to the floor on a measure that would allow new mothers in Congress, fewer than 14 in our nation's history, and fathers, if they choose, to vote by proxy, Luna continued. This was a modest, family-centered proposal. Yet, a small group among us threatened the Speaker, vowing to halt floor proceedings indefinitely regardless of the legislation at stake, including President Trump's agenda, unless he altered the rules to block my discharge petition. She shared praise for House Freedom Caucus Chairman Andy Harris, Republican Maryland, whose conduct she called gentlemanly, but added, with a heavy heart, I am resigning from the Freedom Caucus. I cannot remain part of a caucus where a select few operate outside its guidelines, misuse its name, broker backroom deals that undermine its core values, and where the lines of compromise and transaction are blurred, disparage me to the press, and encourage misrepresentation of me to the American people, Luna wrote. She will be the first House Freedom Caucus member to leave the group, which does not advertise its membership, in the 119th Congress. The most recent departures before Luna include Representatives Warren Davidson, Republican Ohio, and Randy Weber, Republican Texas, who were both pushed out. Representative Troy Nehls, Republican Texas, left during the shakeup. Speaker Mike Johnson, Republican Louisiana, said he believed proxy voting was unconstitutional in remarks after House Republicans' weekly closed-door meeting Tuesday. We addressed this in conference this morning. A handful of our colleagues, have gotten behind the effort, and, look, I'm a father. I'm pro-family, the Speaker said. Here's the problem. If you create a proxy vote opportunity just for young parents, mothers and the fathers in those situations, then where is the limiting principle? Representative Chip Roy, Republican Texas, one of Luna's now former House Freedom Caucus colleagues, wrote on X of the issue, respectfully to my friend, this unconstitutional rule would ultimately not be limited to moms. Cancer patients, dads, and worst of all, people who lazily abuse it, e.g., voting from boats. She leaves out her discharge allows no amendments. We should show up to work/vote.